Hi everyone. Now I wanted to talk about obviously Revolver, and this is the 2012 vinyl remaster of Revolver, and I'm going to compare it to other versions of Revolver that I have, and just so you guys know up front, Revolver is not only my favorite album of all time, it may be my favorite thing ever. Period. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So yeah, let's get right into it. First up is the 2012 vinyl remaster. Now this is based off the 2009 CD remasters that were released obviously in 2009, and it sounds fantastic. I listened to the whole thing already, and the packaging is completely faithful to the original 1966 vinyl release, though I'm not sure if it was actually glossy. This is like high gloss paper. And you know, there's an ad for an old record cleaner, the 33 RPM, and of course the Parlophone logo on the back here. And on the front, if you had the American one, it'd be a capital logo there. And this is obviously in stereo. And here are pictures of the Beatles. Very cool picture. Starting to look pretty psychedelic, especially with John and his crazy shirt here. And yeah. So there it is. Here is the vinyl. Again, the sleeve itself has this plastic film that protects the vinyl label there. So that's cool. But other than that, there's really not much going on with this record release. It's just a faithful reproduction of the English version of this album. So as you can see, I'll show you, it does have all the tracks on here. Now on the American release of this album, a lot of the John songs, such as I think She Said, and Enya Burke Sing and Dr. Robert, were omitted from this album and put on Yesterday and Today, which is a shame, because yeah, I didn't like that they ripped everything apart for the American releases back in the day, but whatever, that was like 50 years ago, so who cares. Anyway, now I'm going to show you my other version of Revolver that I have on vinyl. Now this isn't like an older copy. This is more of a reproduction of a I think Italian. I don't know what Odeon is. I think it's Italian or French or something, because if you look right here, it's in another language. Now I'm Spanish, so I know that this isn't Spanish. So yeah, this looks pretty much the same as the one I just showed you, though it does have less markings here, and there's no capital or Parlophone logo right there. And this vinyl itself is mono as opposed to stereo, and there are differences between the two, not just in the fact that it's stereo and mono. So let me show you what makes this super special. There is the label. You can see it says mono there, and it's Odeon. Well, what's really cool is that the vinyl itself is orange. It's see-through orange, so you can see my hand. Yeah. So yeah, that's really cool. I got both of these records from Vintage Vinyl. Actually, I picked this up yesterday because it was a record store day, which is kind of a almost like a holiday that's just for vinyl enthusiasts and vinyl appreciation, which obviously I'm really into. Get this back in here. So yeah, this is cool. This sounds okay. It sounds, this isn't remastered or anything. This is just the mono version of the album on vinyl. So yeah. And just so you know, back in 1966, mono was the standard. So the Beatles themselves would always oversee the mono mixing of each album as opposed to the stereo. versions, which were kind of overseen by George Martin, and a couple of engineers would do that on their own. The Beatles didn't really care about the stereo mixing, because nobody really had stereo then. It was kind of like the beginning of HD. You know, people didn't really care about HD at first, but it eventually became the standard. Next up is a CD release. This is the 87 CD release. And there's nothing really too special about this. The album cover is based off the English one, and so is the track listing. And these were just kind of slapped together in the 80s. And this white back here, I put on myself. They came with all black backs, but I thought it looked cool with the white. And here's a CD. Just plain text on a CD. And again, they just have the track listing like 4 times. Here's the book. If you can even really call it a book. Just like the other 80s Beatles albums, they just took the back cover. You can see. They just took the back cover and spread it out to make pages of a book. And yeah, there's something really half-assed. The photos themselves they're not even that good looking. They look like photocopies here. So yeah, some CDs were pretty new when these came out. So here's some instructions on how to maintain them. But yeah, this was the album that really made me like the Beatles, love the Beatles, and this is my favorite album of all time. And like I said before, my favorite thing of all time. I like it more than any movie, any book, any album, any video game, or anything that I've watched or seen or whatever in my entire life. And you know, I had this for, you know, these may sound shitty, but these have a special place in my heart, and I've had this CD since I was 17 years old. So yeah. Next up is the 2009 remaster of Revolver. Now, just like the other CDs I showed off, I do not actually have the CD with me. In fact, the vinyl records that I'm buying are the ones that I'm missing the CD. So I'm kind of replacing them with vinyls. But I do want to buy the CDs again, because I don't think I'm getting those back. Anyway, like all the other 2009 remasters, these open twice. This is from the Paperback Writer video and some promo shot here. And all these have really cool liner notes and photos in them. Similar to the one on the back of the album. Probably an alternate take. Here's the track listing. Some photos from the sessions. Paul with glasses. John looking really cool here. George. Some liner notes. Ringo. This is a pretty famous picture here. And so is this. I really like this picture of him. Some more session photos. And a cool live photo of the Beatles. This is actually my favorite period of them. They all look really cool, especially John. And here is another. I believe this was unreleased until this this stereo remaster came out. This photo, I mean. So yeah. And like I've said in my other Beatles records videos, if you're gonna buy just one version of this album, go with this, the 2009 remasters. They sound amazing. They have a cool documentary and a lot of liner notes, and you know, the making of every Beatle album is always very, very interesting. So yeah. So there's Revolver, and yeah, I'm going to have more of these videos coming soon. I do want to buy all of them on vinyl. So yeah, thank you.